Welcome to Soul, a weekly entertainment show on fashion, arts and culture, food, relationships, and mental health. Our weekly co-hosts are Dr. Delvena Thomas, Imani Warren, and Chef Irie. Now introducing our host, Miss Nicky Gelin.
Woo! Happy Hump Wednesday. Oh my gosh, what a half week it's been. It's been such a crazy weekend. So happy Hump Wednesday and welcome to another episode of MIA Magazine Presents. So tonight's episode is brought to you by the Florida Lottery and Duke and Dame Whiskey, and also the FAMU Medical Marijuana Education and Research Institute. Get credible information and engage in a safe space to learn and talk about cannabis. Educate, learn, and talk about cannabis right here within Florida. So we're doing another giveaway. It's a Black hotel stay giveaway within Miami and Dade County. So for your chance to win a one-night stay at any Black-owned hotel in Miami-Dade County, just answer this one question. Who was the first African-American millionaire within Miami-Dade County? I know the answer. I've actually visited the estate. So again, who was the first African American millionaire in Dade County, Miami? And that's it. So I'm going to create a cute little video like I always do. Drop your answers when I create the video for your chance to win your hotel stay within Miami-Dade County and also Miami Beach and South Beach as well. Now, nominations are open. So, Legacy Magazine's most influential and powerful Black business professionals for 2023, it's now open. The deadline is March 17th. If you don't know, March 17th is literally this Friday. So, if you want to promote and nominate your most influential and powerful Black business professional, drop your nominations by this Friday. Visiting miamediagrp.com/nominations. So this weekend was filled. It was a really hand-filled, packed weekend with Jazz in the Gardens. So the 16th annual Jazz in the Gardens went down this weekend. But before I show you the sizzle, I attended the Women's Impact Luncheon. And the theme this year was Empowering Your Purpose. So let's go ahead and play the video. In the meantime, I want to shout out Naturally Drenched, Makeup by Rory Lee, and also Lit Wicks Candles. So I was able to attend on Friday. There were so many Black and brown women representing hashtag Black excellence. There are so many great keynote speakers. This was my third or fourth time attending the Women's Impact Luncheon. Really empowering, really inspirational, and I just want to conquer the world. So let's go ahead and drop that reel of what went down on Friday. So many familiar faces. Ready? 16th annual Jazz in the Gardens Women's Impact Luncheon. And here's how it went down. So many familiar faces. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Cheers! 2023 Women's Impact Luncheon. All right, we outside. So I'm at the 2023 Women's Luncheon. And look who's here. Naturally Drenched. The theme this year was Empowering Your Purpose. And y'all, we were all ready to be empowered.
Introduce you.
Yo, these ladies were spitting some knowledge and wisdom. So I attended. we're done. Okay. Hey y'all. Okay, so I'm back. So it was a really inspirational and admirable luncheon. I walked away feeling inspired and ready to really fulfill my purpose and my gift on this planet Earth. So if you did not attend this year, definitely mark it for your calendars for 2024. And again, y'all, the past entire weekend was jazz in the gardens. So the next clip, it's going to feature none other than the legendary 3-time Grammy-winning neo-soul artist Jill Scott. So we had a chance, MIA Soul had a chance to catch up with Jill Scott. It is Women's History Month, and here's what she had to say.
MIA Soul.
Well, it is the anniversary of my first album. 23 years ago, Who Jill Scott came out. Words and sounds, and we're going to do some of that tonight. Here you go.
So my name is Nicky, Gelin from MIA Magazine Soul. It is currently Women's History Month. So what woman or women have inspired your journey thus far?
It's been a lot of them. I mean, from my grandmother, of course, who only went to the 6th grade, but taught me more about life than anybody that I've ever known. My mother, who knows how to make pants and lay down hardwood floors and put up drywall and do a root canal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's bad. Just multi-dimensional. And then there's the ladies on my wall. So there's Diana Ross and Bette Midler and Queen Latifah and Dolly Parton and Whoopi Goldberg. You know, these are, I'm sorry.
They're
like
big.
sweating.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
You just got off stage, girl. I understand.
Yeah, they're primarily EGOTs, you know, so
Yes.
I've got a lot of love and respect for them because they have no boundaries.
Much respect, definitely. Yeah.
What you had is gone. I think it's sweet. I think it's stronger than any lie you can tell on me. He knows my heart, and that's the part. Your roots are desert, so you might as well. I see your intentions, can't handle the truth. He let you go a long time ago. Now it's time to turn him loose.
All right. So it was such a memorable night with Jill Scott. I'm a big fan of hers. I've been such a big fan for like over the past decade, and it was such a great experience to talk to her and just to kind of learn about her, how instrumental her grandmother was and her mother and the other women she mentioned as well. You know, it really speaks volumes. And again, just shout out to Jazz in the Gardens for this opportunity and to be in the presence of the legendary Jill Scott. So again, y'all, MIA Soul was on the grounds for the 2-day festival. El DeBarge performed. We also had a chance to speak to him individually. Keisha Cole, sent from heaven, was there as well. And Sean Paul, just give me the light. Charlie Wilson was there as well. Of course, and Queen of Neo Soul, Erykah Badu was there. Hello, hello, hey, hello, hello, was there as well. So we got the sizzle. Let's go ahead and drop it.
MIA
Soul.
This is Nicky says you only live once with MIA Soul. We're at the 16th annual Jazz in the Gardens in Miami Gardens. And behind us right now is El DeBarge.
Years ago when we built this, God came out.
MIA. So, thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, what a moment, y'all. It was so dope that entire weekend. It was a great experience. I really, really enjoyed Keisha Cole, Ari Lennox. I'm such big fans. Of course, the legendary Jill Scott and the Queen, Erykah Badu. So I want to give a big, big shout out to the city of Miami Gardens. Thank you again for the sweet 16th annual Jazz in the Gardens. Mwah. Now, on to my first co-host. She is our board certified psychiatrist and also the founder of the Brain Love podcast. So, Dr. Alma, Dr. Delvena, what are we talking about tonight? I'm going to take the couch.
Dr. Delvena. I'm a board certified psychiatrist and owner of DRT Brain Love Behavioral Services. Brain Love. This award means to me that I'm doing things properly in my community, that I'm empowering other women and it's being recognized. I don't do what I do to be recognized. I do it because that's what I feel inside of me. You have to allow your passion to exude and you have to share that because your karma, your energy, what you put out in the universe, it comes right back to you. I think these events like Glitz and Girl Power, they are much needed, because they're needed to help advance women and also to get people thinking along the track of empowerment. Because sometimes certain things don't occur to people. So until you attend an event or you see something on social media, you're like, oh, you know, that's a good concept. I like that. So it's important for people to see it, to recognize it, and to participate if they can.
You know, I was actually at the Glitz and Girl Power Awards ceremony last year, and it was so instrumental. There are so many like power figures just entering the building, and I look forward to attending again this year. But, you know, whenever I'm in the presence of these inspirational women, it just makes me want to elevate who I am and my gift even further. So, Dr. Alma, Dr. Delvena, you're so inspirational. Thank you so much for what you do. And, you know, I have this, I actually asked this one question to a friend of mine, and I'm like, you are a board certified psychologist, psychiatrist. Like, how do you absorb everyone's trauma into your personal being and still be normal? That's definitely a couch question. So we'll talk about that next week. Now, on to my next co-host. She is our arts and culture expert connoisseur. She's always everywhere within Florida and outside of Florida. So, Imani Latifa, what are we talking about tonight?
What's up, my MIA fam, and happy Women's History Month. This particular week, I had the opportunity to see the fabulous Urban Women Project at the local historic Hampton House. Look at this beautiful altar. I mean, they really did the daggone thing. Shout out to these amazing performers, dancers, movers. Here's a little bit. Take a listen.
Now, I can hear you.
The oil and gas industry, all the way up and down the Mississippi River, from the bottom to the top of Mississippi, the industrial revolution, and people would think she was crazy because she put all that time in.
Yes, I came out of this thing feeling spiritually charged, uplifted. It was only in residence at the historic Hampton House for a week, but if you've never heard of them, they'll be back. Support whatever these group of women do. It was black women, brown women. They were epic. Thank you so much for coming to Miami to do the thing. The next opportunity I had today was the Miami Blacks Women's Forum. This was today. I had an opportunity to see a fabulous panel of black women talking about mental health, black hair, and the otherwise. Take a listen.
And money, that's just one of the biggest challenges that there is in my life as well.
I wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model's size. But when I tell them, they think I'm saying lies. So I say, it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my steps, and the curl of my lips.
Yes, this was epic. Shout out to the FIU fam and that fabulous Black Women Panels discussion. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope that you are having a fabulous Women's History Month. Make sure that you do something black. Make sure that you do something positive. Peace and blessings. I'm out.
Peace and blessings, Imani. And you're always at like the most fabulous culturally, events. And I really hope to attend like another one that you'll be at, perhaps next week or next month. Keep me posted, girl. I want to be there too. Okay. Mwah. So now on to my next co-host. Okay, before I even get to him, I do want to say that it is Women's History Month. And the second annual Creole Food Festival is back. It is back, y'all, and showcasing award-winning Black and brown chefs from Africa, the Caribbean, Latin America, South America, and the South. And it's all a chef women lineup happening this year, the second annual Creole Food Festival. So our celebrity show that's gonna be so lit. It's gonna be so lit. So our second guest is Chef Rose and Chef Irie, celebrity NFL NBA Chef Irie will be conducting our interview tonight. So Chef Rose, I'm so excited.
I am too.
Represent.
Yes.
Chef Irie, take over. Chef Irie, go ahead.
What's going on, Chef? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. So, are you excited about this this weekend?
I think excited is an understatement. I am excited. I am proud to be a part of this event, to be featured amongst some of the most amazing women in the industry. So I'm just honored to be a part of it.
Well, this is awesome. So, so shout out because, this is our Women's History Month.
Yes.
And, everywhere I turn, women are doing more than just a doggone thing. So it's always an inspiration. And, being in this industry that you and I are both a part of, we know how segregated this industry can be, one, and we know how sometimes intentionally separated it can when we're and the competitiveness, not just between everybody, but between men and women, and how divided it can be between men and women, and to also know that this is an industry where everybody can succeed, right?
Everyone eats. At the end of the day, everyone wants to eat, and everyone provides something different. So what you make, Chef Irie, is not necessarily what I would make. It would be something different, but at the end of the day, people are going to eat. So I feel like it's an industry that's very broad, and it's an opportunity for everyone to make money or to get their shot.
Awesome. So so kudos and shout out from myself and you to all, not just the chefs who are going to be featured, this weekend at the Creole Food Festival, but to all the female chefs who are in this industry, in all the various positions that they hold, all the businesses that they run, and much success, to all, their business and all the food business, because we all know that this is a tough industry.
It is. Like being on your feet, prepping and doing all of that, it does take a toll on your body. I have been cooking since I was 8 years old. So for me, it's just a little different. I grew up in a household where cooking was a big thing with my mom and my sisters. So it does take a toll on your body, but watching people enjoy my food, I think that's where I get like the most excitement and the most enjoyment.
Awesome. So this weekend, the Creole Food Festival will be hosted, I guess, again at the ancient Spanish monastery.
That's correct.
And there are a few of the chefs on there that I know personally. So how initially you say, excited is an understatement, but you are representing which country?
Haiti.
Awesome. So I see on here, Jamaica, Jamaica, Trinidad, Haiti, of course,
South
Africa,
Africa.
Venezuela, but all over the place.
Hmm.
So this is going to be like a smorgasbord of yummy goodness,
Exactly.
there at the festival. Do you know how many chefs total are going to be there at the
If
festival?
I'm not mistaken, I believe it's going to be between 8 to 10 female chefs.
Okay, awesome.
8 to 10 female chefs, and everyone, of course, is featuring something different. While I am Haitian, I do make Haitian food with a twist. So there are staple Haitian things, Haitian ingredients that we use, such as jonjon, which we make our black rice. We use that for rice, but that's not the only thing we use it for. We can use it for stews. We use it for soups.
My lady, she has her screen has frozen. She was speaking
There you
about
go.
Jean Jean. Oh, there you go.
There you go. Yeah, I
Ah,
was just saying that it's not necessarily just used for rice, but you can use it for other things.
awesome. So your screen froze a little bit, and I was getting ready to go tell the people all about Jean Jean. Because my experiences with the product, has been amazing. But also because of my not my association, because of all of the many friends that I have, both in and out of the culinary field, but being able to visit Haiti the several times that I've been, definitely, encapsulates and sees a lot about what culinary means, to the country. So I can just, you know, envision what you and whoever else is representing Haiti, but just the diaspora alone, the flavor profile, I can just see it and taste it and feel it. Well, looks like I'm the one that's on the screen tonight. We've lost Chef the Rose, and but yes, so the Creole Festival is happening this Saturday, the 18th. It goes from 3 to 8 p.m. and it is being held at the ancient Spanish monastery, and it's at 16711 West Dixie Highway in North Miami. And I think you can still get tickets. They may not be at the original price that they came out on. So if you were snoozing, you would be losing, because you could get tickets, as low as $30 then. But nonetheless, get your tickets and come out and support the Creole Food Festival.
I am back.
She's back.
Yes,
You're in a
we
different
lost internet
location.
connection, but I am back. Yes, as Chef Irie was saying, get your tickets to the Creole Food Fest. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. We have a great lineup, great food, great music, just an opportunity for all of us color folks, all international folks to just get together and just have a vibe.
Awesome. So not only is there going to be the Creole Food Festival, but there's a prelude to the festival, and there is a conference that's happening tomorrow evening, Thursday. Forgive me how if I mispronounce this, but I'm just gonna spell it out: CHAA, and I'm not. Is that pronounced Chiwa?
Shiwa Lounge. It's in
Chiwa
Hollywood.
Lounge. Yes,
Yeah.
in downtown Hollywood. So
Hmm.
there will be a panel discussion about women in this business. So
Correct.
is that open up to the public?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe so. It is open to the public. I know Chef Tia is one of the chefs that will be speaking. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe it is open to the public.
Right. Awesome. So yeah, so that's for anybody that's no, I think I had it here on my phone. Um so it is at 2050 Hollywood Boulevard. So if you know anything about downtown Hollywood, is literally as you're going east and as you cross over the train lines right there on Hollywood Boulevard, and Dixie is immediately to your right. It occupies that corner space right there on the train tracks on Hollywood Boulevard. And that tomorrow, I believe, is at 8 o'clock. Yes.
Correct.
So, and it's not a long, but I'm assuming that you guys are doing something before. So, but the panel discussion is from I think 8
8
to
to 10.
8:30. Oh, 8 to 10.
8
Oh,
to
there you
10.
go. Maybe I misread that. So yeah, stop by, see all the wonderful, beautiful chefs who are there talking about, being in this hard business.
This hard industry. Chef Irie, will you be there on
For
Saturday?
women, especially.
Women
Well,
of color, especially.
Yes, yeah, definitely. But it goes without saying. So yes, but I will try to make it on Saturday, and I don't know if my schedule will allow, but I will
Okay.
definitely try to make it tomorrow, for the conference, the panel discussion
I'll stop
tomorrow.
in. I'll stop in
At
tomorrow as
Shua.
well. I'll stop in tomorrow.
Most definitely.
I look forward to
Yeah.
meeting you, Chef Irie. I've heard so
Awesome.
much about you. So I look forward to meeting you.
Yeah, but I forget to ask them. But
He's a legend. Yeah.
the chefs that are, I know some of the chefs are local. Are there chefs who are coming in from out of town?
I believe there's a chef from New Orleans, and if I'm not mistaken, maybe New York.
Okay. And
wow.
I do remember seeing Chef.
Oh my
I know
gosh.
Chef
That's great.
Amina Lee, and I know she does wonderful, great African cuisine. And so so this festival should be amazing. So like I said, everybody get your tickets. Do you know how people can get their tickets though?
They can actually get it off the site. Let me see if I have that information for you.
If not, if you're watching, you can just
Yeah,
you
and
can just QR
Also-
QR code. You scan the QR code that's on the flyer on the screen.
Correct. Hey, there
Yeah.
you have it right there. And
Yeah.
then there's
The
a
QR
Creole
code
Food Festival Instagram where they have the link on there. So it's Creole Food Fest on Instagram, and
Okay.
you should be able to click on the link and purchase your ticket there.
So big ups to the coordinators of the festival. I know Fabrice Aman, and be good to see him. Haven't seen him in very long time. But for all the coordinators and the people who are sponsoring, big ups, to bringing this wonderful event, back to Miami, and for everybody that's going out to the festival. Thanks for the support, and I'm sure all the lovely women, and chefs who are going to be there will definitely love to see you all. So come out, go out and support Creole Food Festival this Saturday, March 18th at the ancient Spanish monastery.
From
So
3 to 8.
Yeah, beautiful.
I
Thank
think,
you so much.
Thank you so much for having
Yes.
me.
Look forward to seeing you, Chef
Likewise.
Rose. I'm really inspired, and I love to see us out. I love to see us
Same.
in that role and in that space. So MIA Media will definitely be there on the ground to capture
Awesome. I look forward to meeting you, Nikki.
Yes. I look forward to meeting you too, and thank you so
Yes,
much.
no problem.
I'm Jamaican. You can't hear the accent or the
I
patois,
can.
but oh yeah, yes, girl, yes. So we're gonna be there. I want to showcase and show the world about Creole Food Festival. So thank you so much, and we'll see you on Saturday.
See you
Chef
Saturday.
Irie, bloop, 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 bloop,
Big
bloop.
up, big up.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
All right.
And y'all, now to our featured guest. She's an author, international speaker, and the certified happiness coach. #unicorn tings without the H. So, Rochelle Gapere, thank you so much for being our featured guest tonight. Oh my God, you look so cute. I love your lipstick. How's it going
Thank
tonight?
you. Thanks for having me. All is well. I'm happy it's Wednesday and it's almost the end of the week.
It is way overdue. I'm
I
so appreciative.
know.
Hashtag gratitude. Hashtag prayer sign. All of that. Thank you so much.
Hashtag one
I
happy
adore
thought.
you. It was like in the works. It was like meant to happen like 10 years ago. Anyways, so my first question, let's get right into it. Okay.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your background.
So I am Jamaican, as we both are, right? So I was actually born in DC. I was raised in Jamaica, though. I graduated high school there, went to college in Nashville, moved to Miami for law school at the University of Miami, and never left. I am obsessed with Miami. It's one of my favorite places on earth. It makes me happy. And I am an attorney, and I also am a certified happiness coach, as you mentioned. So that's a little bit about me. I'm the only child. What else? I love life. I love life. I love living. I wake up every day excited to share, spread rural cheer to anybody who will accept it or engage it. Yes.
I love your energy. You're so like enthusiastic. So I know, okay, so you are a certified happiness coach. How do you become a certified happiness coach? Like, how and why did this happen? I want to know the full story and our viewers as well.
So I'll make it short, but I was a psychology major in undergrad. So I've always been obsessed and fascinated with human beings, how we think, why we do the things that we do, why some people are more predisposed to happiness than others, right? So I went through a season in my life, I went through a breakup, and during that season, I remember so many people, they came to me with like an air of pity, like, oh, so what's going to happen now? And I was just so like, taken aback, like, okay, I am sad that the relationship ended. Of course, I am disappointed that it didn't go my way, but ultimately, there's so many other areas of my life that are incredible. So for me to only focus on that one bad thing, it would be a disservice to the blessings that I had in the other areas of my life. I was healthy, I had a job, I had my mom is healthy, my friends are healthy, my family is thriving. And so as I was going along and I was sharing my perspective with people, they're like, oh, your perspective is refreshing. And I really was taken aback by that because I'm like, really? Isn't that what people do? Aren't we emotionally resilient when things don't go our way or when doors close? Don't we try to find the silver linings? I've always been a silver lining person. Long story short, as I interacted with people, they kept telling me, you should write a book about it. And I'm like, okay, maybe I will. And so I was so curious about why my mindset was one of the door closed, how can I become better? What was this here to teach me? As opposed to other people who have gone through other similar situations and they would just wallow in self-pity for years and years without end. And so, as I mentioned, I was a psychology major prior, but when I was in undergrad, the School of Positive Psychology hadn't been birthed yet. So as I was researching all the new science and all the new research along the happiness, subject, I came across positive psychology. It's a new school of psychology within like the last 11, 12 years, maybe 15 now. And it really focuses on human flourishing, not just surviving, but human flourishing. How do we as human beings thrive, flourish, live our best, most incredible lives? And that was it. As I say, bingo, that's my purpose. I want to teach people how to become happier versions of themselves. I enrolled in a certification program at the University of Pennsylvania, got my certifications, wrote the book. It became an Amazon bestseller, and ta-da, the rest is history. So here I am. Closed doors, rejection, heartbreak, disappointment led me right into my purpose. There are no wasted seasons, none.
No, that's so phenomenal. And like, is there a formula to have that happiness energy? Like, how do you stay happy 24/7? Do you have like any downtime and you have to kind of coach yourself to get back up to that happiness space? Like, how do we maintain that happiness, enthusiasm, and mental awareness?
So let me just start by saying there is not one human being on this earth, none of the 7.6 billion of us, who are happy all the time. Social media has given us this impression because we're seeing people's highlight reels that everybody is just thriving, happy. No, 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 no. All
Yeah.
our emotions are valid. All our emotions are valuable. So if you didn't know sadness, how could you appreciate happiness, right? But the thing that I teach is you have to be self-aware. You have to be very clear about how you're feeling. And so the worst thing you could do is to lie to yourself about where you are. And so many people are in denial about how they're feeling. So I always start with, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you? And so 10 being the happiest, 1 being the lowest, right? And when you are honest about that number, that is where your power lies. If you're going to bed every night crying, driving to work, dreading your day, listen, you're only doing yourself a disservice if you're crying behind the scenes and putting on a facade in front of people, right? So ultimately, once you do that deep dive about where you are currently, because you cannot fix what you don't confront. So that's the first step. You have to be self-aware of where you are. You have to know where you are to know where you need to go next. A simple thing that I like to teach, and I preach it all day long, it is gratitude. When you are focused on the things that are going well in your life, it is hard to complain about the things that aren't. So many of us are living inside of answered prayers and dreams fulfilled. The life you have now is something that you prayed for one day and you hoped for. So how dare you not appreciate where you are, or how far you have come? So every single day, 3 new things you're grateful for. And when I say 3 new things, I mean 3 new things, because as human beings, we have 60,000 to 70,000 negative thoughts per day. 60,000 to 70,000 thoughts per day. 80% are negative, 95% are repetitive. So you are thinking the same negative thing over and over. So what the gratitude practice does, it helps to rewire our brain for positivity. The more you can come up with new things that you're grateful for, do it with your friends, do it with your children, do it with your family. You start thinking about all the good things that are happening in your life instead of focusing on the bad things. Another thing is just being very present. Too many of us are living in the past. We are ruminating on what went wrong, what door closed, what job we didn't get, who broke up with us, all the bad stuff, blah, 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 blah. You can't change your past. You can only change right now, the present. You don't even know if you're going to live to see next week. So your power is in the moment. So the more mindful you can be and the more present you can be, you will start moving along the scale to self-actualization. So I am so present in my life, which is why I think people are like, oh, so how are you always just so high energy? Because I am always in the moment. I don't want anything to pass me by. I'm like, I want to soak up everything. I want to soak up the sounds, the smells, people. I am not sitting here thinking, oh, what happened last week or what happened to me 10 years ago. I can't change those things. I will ask myself, what was I here to teach me? But I can't change it. Yeah. So those are 2 simple things. Gratitude, mindfulness, being present.
I love it. I love it. You know, and I was on my happiness journey, and everything you said a while ago was a part of my journey. It's everything is being in the moment, because the past is regret and the future is worry.
Anxiety.
So
yes.
be in the present as to what you can control right now. And it's so real. It's so true. So you published your first book, and I want to ask you, what was that process like? Walk us through the process of your first book.
So to be fair, writing my first book actually ended up being much easier than I anticipated. I was putting up quotes on Instagram, right? And so the quotes that did really well and that resonated with my audience, I pulled some of those And then I wrote chapters around those quotes. So I had a starting point already. I'm trying to write a second book now from scratch. And girl, I've been trying to write this book for like 3 years. So I will tell anybody who is in the process to give yourself grace and just start. So I remember during the period when I was writing, I committed to writing 1 paragraph per day. There was no day that I ever sat and only wrote a paragraph. So I would write different paragraphs, and then each day I would close the document, and then I'd start a new document the next day. And then sooner or later, I had a semblance of a book. I did not write from page 1 to page 100. Do not bombard yourself with thinking, oh, I have to have the introduction first and then write straight to the conclusion. So I wrote the book, I self-published it, and yeah, it ended up being a process that in retrospect, it was much easier than I anticipated, because now as I'm trying to go through the process again, I'm like, oh, wow, it kind of wasn't as easy as I thought it was.
Yeah, no, but that's so like admirable. You wrote your first book and you self-published. That's like, it's not easy being by yourself, in that aspect. So what are you working on right now? What current projects? I do follow you on Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. So what are you currently working on?
So currently, I am building my speaking career. I have been hired by quite a few Fortune 500 companies. And I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I am a multi-million-dollar speaker. That is my new mantra to myself. I am a multi-million-dollar speaker. So I'm planning to bring my happiness message all over the world. If it's one thing we can all agree on, is that we all want more happiness in our lives. And to be fair, Nikki, my mission really, really drives me. And my mission is to spread happiness, to teach people the tips, techniques to infuse their lives with more joy. And so each time I get to stand in front of an audience and I see people have that breakthrough moment, oh, it gives me chills, because all of us can literally live lives beyond anything we can imagine, but we have to release those limiting beliefs. And so each time I read a new book or listen to a new podcast or watch an interview from somebody I admire, I learn more. And I realize that if it's possible for them, it's also possible for me as well. So yeah, I'm building my speakers platform. More than anything, I just want more people to just enjoy living. Because I think we live in a day and age now where everybody's just like, woe is me. Like, how are you doing? Oh, I'm tired, or life is hard. No, the ones of us who are in seasons where we are doing well and it's harvest time, talk about it, because there are going to be seasons that are hard. We are going to go through droughts. So why are you pre-planning your drought? I'm like, no, I was in drought in 2016. I'm in harvest now. I don't know when the drought will come again, right? So I want more people to be more vocal about when life is good for them. Energy is contagious. And more than anything, the world needs an energy boost. I am tired of all the sadness. And I mean, yes, there is room for that. But babies are still being born. People are still falling in love. People are still getting promotions. Good things are still happening. So I want to be the conduit, the banner, the walking billboard of what happiness looks like, and being able to reclaim your joy even when life gets hard, because it's possible.
Wow. I love you for this. Every time I speak to you in person or even on the phone or virtually, you're so empowering. Like, when you speak, your words just fulfill my soul, and hopefully our audience as well, because you're always so positive and you're always so uplifting, and it's so like over empowering, and it's so welcoming. So you are the happiness coach, and I love talking to you all the time. And to my audience, I love talking to her all the time. Like, her energy is so exuding, and she's everything that she says. She is positive, uplifting, enthusiastic, and she wants to be able to change your mindset and your energy as well. And this is based on like her life experiences and to where she is right now. So, Ro, you're beautiful inside and out. I'm pretty sure there's many other things we could have tapped into on a really in-depth level. There may have to be like a part 2 kind of thing, but I just want to say that you're welcome back anytime on MIA
I love
Soul.
you. You know I'll do
back.
anything for you, Nikki. You're my boo.
Anytime. But I do want to say that, you are very inspirational. And me knowing you personally, you've been through your own like personal experiences, and it could have taken you into like a really dark space. But you turn those experiences into the light. And if you can do it, bro, then everyone else can do it as well. I just want to
take a bet on yourself. Take a bet on yourself. You are the best project you can ever work on. Best project to invest in.
Take a risk on yourself. Take a bet on yourself. Believe in yourself. And you are Jamaican. I'm Jamaican. The last thing I want to say is you can break that cycle.
Yes.
Break that cycle. You don't have to continue the cycle that our parents, grandparents, and great-great-great-grandparents have endured. We can break that cycle and become happy within who we are in finding our purpose and our gift and giving back onto this planet Earth and the universe.
Amen.
So, you are so inspirational, and thank you so much. I love to follow your journey. Thank you so much. I'm on your Facebook page. You're like speaking at all these different engagements. I'm here for it. I love it. And the thing that really, really relates to me is that not only are you a Black, beautiful woman, you're wearing purple lipstick. It's Women's History Month. Purple is a representation of Women's History Month, but you're also Caribbean Jamaican. And I love to hear it. Because we too can break barriers and grow and develop and inspire the world internationally. So that being said, I'm going to segue into our MIA Soul Talk. Okay. My first question is, what is your favorite place to visit? I already know, but I want to hear from you. So what is your favorite place to visit?
Where do you think?
Jamaica, but is it Mandeville, Kingston, Montego Bay?
So Jamaica for sure is home. It is my favorite place to visit. I love it so much. Anytime I go there, I get re-energized, refueled. I don't know if it's nostalgia or what, like growing up there as a kid and just remembering how great life was and all the possibility. But yeah, Jamaica definitely fills my tank, for sure. For sure.
Any particular place in Jamaica?
All of it, every single part. From I put my foot down at Norman Manley International, I feel limitless. Like I feel like Superwoman.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so reggae or dance hall?
Both. Because I have my moments. Like I am a Barry's fan. I am obsessed with Barry's Hammond. But then every now and then I want to listen to Vibes Cartel. So I have range. My musical tastes vary depending on my mood.
Okay, so it's about 50-50. Okay, so R&B, neo soul, or hip hop?
Hip hop. For sure. For sure.
I wasn't expecting an answer, but okay. All right, I'll take that. Okay. Mild or spicy? As far as your foods,
spicy.
Mild or spicy?
Spicy in life.
Oh,
variety is the spice of life. Scotch bonnet, yes. Pickled, Scotch bonnet, anything with pepper. Spicy.
Woo! That is too spicy for me, but okay. True Jamaican. All right. Yes. So what is the artist that you're currently streaming on your playlist?
Obsessed with Burna Boy. Obsessed. So I am, Burna Boy is repeat every single day. Yes.
I can understand. I'm obsessed. his voice is very authoritative and demanding. It's like
Yes.
when you hear him, you have to like just listen because he commands that attention. So yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Definitely a huge
So
Burna Boy fan.
what would you tell your younger self, and how old would you be?
My favorite Bible verse is all things work together for good. So I think maybe I would tell, I don't even know because I really think that every single season of my life, every single thing that has happened to me was absolutely necessary to make me who I am today.
Yes.
So I don't know. I think at every stage, whenever I had doubt, whether it was at 17 when I was heading off to college in Nashville, or law school when I got my first C and I was crying, like it was my first C in my life and I was acting so crazy, or when I had my breakup in 2016. All of those things work together for my good. All of it. So I would say it over and over again. Romans 8:28, it is the thing that grounds me. When bad things happen, disappointing things happen, good things happen, it all comes back to it's working together for my good. I may not see it right in the moment, but I know in due season, it's all going to make sense to me. And to this date, it definitely has. So I trust that.
No. And I believe in that as well. You just have to be patient and just kind of listen
Yes.
and see how things unfold. Because not everything is gonna be a yes. There's gonna be
Exactly.
no's along the journey.
And the
And
no's
those
are
no's
powerful.
are to help develop and build you. Yes, it is. I believe in
No's are
that so
powerful.
much. And
Yep.
it's one thing they say, it is. It's never a coincidence. It's God being anonymous.
Yeah. Or
That is one
divine
phrase I'll never
providence.
forget.
I've never heard of God being
Divine
anonymous.
pro-
I love that.
It's
Because I
never a
always said divine
coincidence. It's God
providence.
being anonymous.
I love that.
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna write that in my
Yes.
journal tonight. That is beautiful. Thank
There
you
we
for that
go.
nugget.
Yes.
See, this is why conversations are
You are
necessary.
so
We
welcome.
learn from people. Yeah.
It's very necessary.
I love that.
Yeah,
God
very
being
necessary.
anonymous. Come on, God with the
God
yes.
being anonymous.
Yes. And he's
Yeah,
good,
because
girl. He
we
is
have different
good.
ways of thinking, and yeah, and we have different ways of thinking as far as our higher power, our spiritual beliefs,
Mhm.
and ultimately it's a higher power.
Yes.
That's what I boil it down to. If it's
Yes.
Yahweh, Allah, God, if it's Buddha, whatever you believe in, it's a higher power. And that higher power just speaks to us on different volumes. And
Yes.
God being anonymous could be your God. But ultimately, it's to help us grow, to develop, to gain wisdom, and to inspire others. And that's exactly what you're doing. And I really appreciate you. I love you so much. And you're
I love
so
you.
near and dear to my heart because
Oh,
you are from my country and you're killing it. And I just love that you can show the world, you can show the globe that yes, little as what, but tall what. We can still persevere and still be big and show who we are and inspire everybody on an international level. So here goes
I
your
love
virtual
you.
flowers and roses. I appreciate you so much. And
Thank
thanks for
you.
being our guest tonight. You are
Thank you.
so
You filled
loved,
my
and I
tank.
appreciate you
You
so
filled
much.
my tank. This filled my tank. I could make it through the rest of the week. This was necessary. Thank you so much for having
I
me.
love it. I love
Yeah.
it.
Thank you.
So look out for the snippets because we're going to be posting some promo snippets. So Rose, thank you so much. I look
Okay.
forward to your exponential growth, and please continue to inspire everybody with your happiness energy and your beautiful happiness smile because
Oh,
it
thanks,
exudes
babe. I
everywhere.
appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. We are doing our giveaway. It's our Black Hotel giveaway. So for your chance to win a stay at a Black-owned hotel in Miami-Dade County, answer this one question. Who was the first African American millionaire within Miami? That's it. So thank you so much, and we'll see you next week. Have a good night.